welcome to all. In the last session, we discussed the basic introduction to Python programming. What is the basic introduction? First, we discussed the content that we are going to cover throughout our syllabus. After that, what is mean by program? What is mean by programming language? What is a software? What are different types of softwares? And then the main important thing is the programming language. Under this programming language, we discussed what is mean by mission level, assembly level, and high level, along with their advantages and disadvantages. Finally, we end up our topic with the translator, that is compiler and interpreter. Now, we are going to the second session. In this session, actually here, what is the thing we required? We need features of Python programming. So where we are using Python, who developed the Python, these are the basic things. But I am not started with the basic things. I begin with the concept of identifiers. Why? Because if you know the programming, automatically you know the features of Python. So my today's first topic is identifier. First, what is mean by identifier? Understand carefully, and this is the very basic topic. What is mean by basic topic? It is the compulsory topic, and this one is primary important. Give the primary importance to this one. First of all, what is mean by identifier? Identifier is simply a name. Identifier is a name. What is a name? Suppose you have a name, I have a name, any person, even each and everything having some name. That name is specified by identifier. Suppose coming to Python, in all the languages, we have the concept of identifier. C, C++, Java, Python, .NET. Whatever the language you are considering, first you have to know identifier. For example, consider Python. We are moving with Python programming. Consider Python language. Here in the language, we are using different concepts, variables, methods, functions, languages, classes, and structures, etc. etc. We are using different types of names. All the names are clubbed together called as identifier. Simply, identifier is a name that is given to a variable, that is given to a function, that is given to a class, given to an object, etc. So wherever we require a name, we have to follow the rules. Now, what are the rules? This is very simple. Suppose I have my name. My name is Razu. How my parents give my name? Based on some rules. What are the rules? Simply date of birth. That means at which time I born. Suppose star. Based on the star. Your name starts with this letter. Your name ends with this letter. Your name must and should contain this number of characters, like this. At the time of giving a name to me, they are following some rules. Exactly. If you are using a name in a programming language, blindly it is not possible to give the name. You have to follow some rules. Based on the rules only, give the name. What are the rules? So mainly three important rules. Understand? An identifier. Remember, whenever the name identifier comes, what you have to remember? Name. So now, an identifier consists of alphabets. What is mean by alphabets? The letters A to Z. That is, a name may contain alphabets A to Z. So A to Z are allowed. Remember, capital A to capital Z. Why I am writing? lowercase small a to small z, uppercase capital A to capital Z, both are different. How they are different, why they are different, I will explain later. Based on some ASCII notation, we will move to that one later. First, right now, know only the basic terms. An identifier contains alphabets, that is either A to Z, and an identifier may contains digits. What is the digits? So any number combination from 0 to 9. Any number combination from 0 to 9, that is a digit. That is a digit. Now, only, only one special character. Only one special character. What is that one? That is underscore. So these are the three things that are allowed in a name. That are allowed in a name. Whether the name is either a variable name, function name, class name, object name, even you don't know anything, ignore that one. We are using some names. We are using some names. So a name contains alphabets, digits, and special character underscore. So this is my point. All these are allowed, but it is not completed. Again, you have to follow some rules. The rule is an identifier begin with, that is a name begin with alphabets or underscore. An identifier begin with either alphabet or underscore. That means, what is the meaning? That means an identifier does not begin with a digit. This is the point. Always remember, an identifier does not begins with a digit. Okay, this is my point. You remember? So identifier means a name. A name consists of alphabets A to Z combination, digits 0 to 9, and the only special character underscore. After knowing this one, the main important rule is this one. A name begin with either alphabet or underscore. That means it does not begin with a digit. It does not begin with a digit. Now I am moving into the next one. Once you know all these rules, once I know all these rules, give some sample. For example, A. This is a name. A single letter is also possible. A single letter is also possible. A. This is a valid identifier. A, B. How many number of names? This is considered as single name. Remember, if you have more than one name, they are separated with commas. Here we do not have any comma. That means this is a single identifier. This is also valid. A1. So here contains alphabet and a digit. This is valid. A underscore 1. Here A is the letter, that is an alphabet, underscore and a digit. This is valid. A123BC underscore 4D. This is also valid. Now observe carefully. Consider any name that starts with the letter, not only A, any letter A to Z that starts with a letter. It consists of digits and underscore. Now, underscore A, is this valid or invalid? Underscore A, it is 100% valid. Why? What is my statement? An identifier, that is a name begin with alphabet or underscore. You can start with anything. Underscore A123. This is also valid. Underscore A, underscore B, underscore 1. This is also a valid name. Now, finally, 1A. This is invalid. Why? Here, this is the name. The name begin with a digit. It is not allowed. A name does not begin with a digit. Does not begin with a digit. So, it is invalid. It is invalid. Okay. Now, just now we discussed one basic concept, that is the basic building blocks. Without knowing this identifier, there is No use of moving into any programming language. Any programming language. Okay. After knowing the identifier, my next and the very important topic is keyword. Important topic is keyword. What is mean by keyword? The name specify keyword. That means this is a sum of words. For example, in Python, remember language to language there is a change. In Python, we have a total of 32 keywords. First of all, what is mean by keyword? Keywords are called reservoirs. Keywords are called reservoirs. What is mean by reservoirs? At the time of a language development, some words are fixed for some meaning. Suppose this is the word, this is fixed only for this purpose. Other than this purpose, it is not allowed to use anywhere. So such type of words are called keywords. Now, it is not allowed to use a keyword as a variable, keyword as a class name, keyword as a function name, keyword as a object name. Keywords are fixed for their purpose. For example, if is the keyword. Right now you don't know, ignore that one. Assume a keyword if. If is the keyword, this is the keyword which is used to check only the condition. Check only the condition. For example, return is the keyword which is used to return some value. That means at the time of a language development, some words are reserved for some specific purpose. Such words are called keywords. In Python, we have a total of 33 keywords. Now, how to remember these keywords? It is very simple. Once we are moving into the programming, we are learning different concepts. Suppose one topic is decision making statements. For example, one topic is decision making statements. If you are in this topic, we discussed two keywords. If yes, so automatically after completion of this topic, you are in a position to identify what is the keyword. That is the reason no need to remember all the keywords. Sorry, by practice only we are defining all the keywords. Now, two steps are completed. Identifier means a name here. Now, coming to the original point. Coming to the original point. What is the point? A name. What is the name? The name is a user defined name. You got it? User defined name. What is user defined name? We are the users. We are defining our own name by following the rules of identifier. By following the rules of identifier, we are creating our own names. Under this user defined name, you have to follow only the rules of identifier. So one such rule is keywords are not allowed as names. Right or wrong? Keywords are not allowed as name. Now, one last point related to identifier is, for example, coming to remaining programming language, either C, C++, Java, except Python. In the remaining languages, we have to fix the length of identifier. Identifier means a name. The size, that is, the name is fixed. For example, the name consists of only 8 characters, or the name consists of only 16 characters. What is whether 8 is right or 16 is right? That is depending upon the architecture, that is the mission architecture you are using. If it is a 32-bit mission, only 8 characters are allowed. If it is a 64-bit mission, only 16, whatever it is, that is not required for us. So, in all the programming languages, the size of the identifier is fixed. That means you can use the maximum name as only 8 characters like this. But coming to Python, there is no limit. There is no limit on the length of identifier. That means you can give a name of 1000 characters. You can give a name of 1 lakh characters, not a problem. There is no limit on the length of identifier. Remember, this is the very important advantage of Python identifier compared to remaining programming languages. Okay, now I will show you after completion theoretical explanation. I will show you the PPT. See this one here, what you have learned. So revision, what you have learned: identifier, simply a name. A name is program is called identifier. It must be either a class name, function name, module name, variable name, object name. What is my first point? The allowed characters. You learn alphabets, that is A to Z, the digits, underscore. What is my next point? An identifier does not start with a digit, right? Now, case sensitive. What is the meaning of case sensitive? Case sensitive in the sense lowercase letters are different to uppercase letters. Case sensitive means lowercase letters are different to uppercase letters. Okay. We cannot use reserved words as identifier, right? What is mean by reserved word? Keyword. That means keywords are not used as identifier. Now, what is my last point? There is no limit on the length of identifier. Now, remember all these points. Why? Because without a variable, it is not possible to write a simple calculation, addition program also. If you want a variable, compulsory you have to know these terms. Without knowing these ABCs, it is not possible to write a word. Now, what is a keyword? Some words reserved for some specific purpose. Python have 33 keywords. These are total 33 keywords. How do we know 33 keywords? This is the procedure. Right now, you don't know. Whenever the concept of import occurs, I will show you. Right now, you don't know. This is the 33 keywords. Now, before going to the next topic, my first step is, so right now you know how to give a name. How to give a name. So, okay. My next step is you want to execute the program, right? If you want to execute a program, what is my step? Installation of the software, right? Without software, how it is possible to execute? So obviously my step is installation. Now, for executing Python program, we have many number of, not a single, different tools are available. Among them, the basic and the primary tool is IDLE. So 95% programmers do their programming in the basic level on IDLG. After completion, we have some other advanced versions, Jupyter, and then PyCharm. We have many things. So among these Jupyter and PyCharms are generally applicable for machine learning projects. If you are going with the advanced topics, that is machine learning, such a type of things, IoT, we are using this Jupyter. Now, in the starting sessions, I will execute my programs under IDLE. Once we move on and we are very comfortable with IDLE, I will move to Jupyter and PyCharm. Now, what is my first step? Installation. So I will show you the procedure step by step. So first step is open Chrome. Open Google Chrome. Here type python.org. Remember, this is an official website. Official, what is the meaning? This is an official website developed by the original Python developers. Python.org. Okay, press enter. Press enter. Now, see this one. This window is open. Now observe about downloads, documentation, community, sub, etc., remaining things. Now, what is my aim? Download. Now, go to the option downloads. No need to select. Whenever you are placing the cursor on the download, automatically it opens the screen. Now, all releases what is the meaning? So from version 1 to right now the current version, it shows all different releases. Suppose 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, 3.10, 3.11. Right now this is the current version we are using. Here, observe what is the thing, maintenance status. This is, you have to know some basic information about the software. Here I am not downloading the software. The maintenance status, bug fix. That means in the previous versions, if you have any bugs, that is a mistake, simply we are fixing the mistakes. This is first released in the market on this date, that is 24th October. And end of support. What is the meaning of end of support? This organization provide all the tools, whatever we are executing, all those are executed up to 27, that is 2027. For example, if you installed version 3.7, it is also possible. If you install version 3.7, all the instructions are executed until this year June 27 only. After this version is not executable. We have to install new version. That is the reason directly we are installing new version. Or you required only this specific version, see this one. Here we have scroll down. Here whatever the version starting from 2.01, whatever the version you required, simply click on download. Right now I need the latest version. Simply click on download. Here download Python 3.1.1. If you are using Windows operating system, suppose you are using Linux or Mac or any other operating system, here see the options. Here if you click on Linux, it shows the Python for Linux. Mac shows the Python for Mac. So generally 95% we are using Windows operating system. Simply click on download. Click on download. It opens. So one second, the software is installing. Yes. After completion of installation, click. Now here actually in my system already Python is installed. Suppose if you are newly installing the Python, here you are getting two options. If you are installing parallelly, observe here you are getting two options. One is custom installation. Second one is normal install. So here we have a checkbox. At the end, we have a checkbox. So what the checkbox specifies? Select the path. Simply click on the checkbox. Click on install. And we have the blind procedure. Click on next. Only 3 to 4 next. The software is installed successfully. This is a very simple installation. Simply download, click on next. The software is installed. Okay. After completion of installation. Now, so installation is completed. What is my aim? How to open the software and how do we execute the program? Go to the start menu. Under this start menu, type IDLE. Observe the screen carefully. Type IDLE in this. First it opens IDLE. Observe. Click on this one. Here, once you click on this one, it opens the shell like this. This is IDLE shell. Where we are executing our program. Now, in the today's topic, my first step is installation. Observe here, we are moving step by step. My first step is installation is completed. Okay. After completion of installation, next what is my step? Executing a program. Before executing, you have, before executing, first we have write a program. Write a program and then execute the program. Then only you will understand how a Python program is executed. Now, in Python, except Python, remaining all the programming languages are one way. Python is a completely different way. In Python, we have two mode. What is a mode? Suppose right now I am in teaching mode. Right now you are in listening mode. Suppose writing mode, reading mode, the mode. So like that, Python also have two types of modes. One is interactive mode. Without knowing these terms, it is waste to use the Python. So these are the basic terms. Second one is script mode. These are the two modes. One is interactive mode. Second one is script mode. What is mean by interactive? Suppose I am directly interact with you. Suppose most of the members know C, C++, Java, at least one language. For example, what happens? Coming to C language. Assume coming to C language. So open Turbo C. In the Turbo C on the blue screen, I am writing the program. And I'm writing the program by pressing Alt F9 and Control F9. I am moving into a new black screen, that is command prompt, where our output is displayed. Generally, what happens in one page, we are writing the program. After execution, the output is displayed in another page. But in Python, suppose here I am performing a simple calculation 2 plus 3. Press enter, see output 5. Here, what is my point? User directly interacts with the screen. On the same screen, I am providing the input, and at the same time, on the same screen, I am getting the output also. That is interactive. We are both interacting directly. This is the only available in Python programming language. Now, what is mean by interactive mode? The user that directly interacts with the Python shell, where he provides the input, he got the output also on the same shell. Output also on the same shell. Now, here, is this ideally belongs to Python? Yes, the ideally belongs to Python. Then no need to save a program. No need to save a program. Now, what is my next point? My next point is the very important. That is script mode. This is important. We are doing all our operations under script mode. What is the script mode? Simply, script mode is a new Python file, a new Python file where we are writing our programs, where we are writing our complete programs. So after writing these programs, we are executing the programs, and then again the output is displayed in the interactive mode. I will show you. So right now you don't understand, no problem, ignore that one. Understand step by step. Here this is interactive mode. Now what is my next step? How to write a program. This is a simple example. Simple example. Suppose my program consists of 3 or 4 lines. Then click on file. Click on file. Select new file. Select new file. Here a new file is opened. This is called a script. What is meant by script? Simply a file which consists of some information is technically called as script. That means again I am showing. So close this one. File. Click on new file. So a script file is open. Here I am performing some operation. Here what is my operation? Suppose print welcome to Python. Here what is the syntax? What happens right now? You don't require. What is print? Suppose here I am writing some program. Assume I am writing some program. You don't know anything about the syntax. After writing the program, what is the procedure? Obviously, the procedure is you have to save the file. Without saving, it is not possible to execute. So, what is my first step? First, you have to write the program. After writing the program, my next step is save the file. How to save a file? That is again my next question. How to save a file? Remember, depending upon the programming language, we are using some dot extensions. If it is a C file, assume my program name is some sample. If it is a C file, you are saving with sample.c. If it is a C++ file, you are saving with sample.cpp. If it is a Java file, save with sample.java. Like this, here it is which file? Python file. Save with sample.py. So what is my extension? Py. Py is specified. The given thing is a Python file. Now, how to save a file? Similar to saving a notepad. File, click on save. Now, where the file is saved? That is again my second question. Here, this is the default path. Default path. What is mean by default path? The place where my software is installed. Here under C drive, users Harsha, app data, local, programs, Python. Under this Python, my software Python 311. So this is the folder. Whenever you are installing your Python, automatically this is installed here. You can save the program. You can save the program directly, or else you can create a new folder also. You can create a new folder also. Suppose, see this one. Here I am creating a new folder. Suppose Python batch 14 like this. So all the programs are saved. Click on this one. Here I am saving my program sample.py and then click on save. Okay. First step is clear. What is my first step? Simply go to file, save. It shows the path where the file is to be saved and save that file. After that, okay. After completion of saving, what is my second step? Next step is execution. It is also called as running. Execution are also called as running. How to run a program? Here observe that here we have run. Click on run. Click on run. Run module. Here remember in Python, whenever we are moving into some topics, you will understand that run. Here Python, every file is called as module. In Python, every Python file generally is called a module. That is, if anything saved with .py. So what is actually sample.py is a Python file, but it is technically called as it is a module. Now run this module. Click on the run module. Observe, whenever you are click on the run module, automatically, we are moving into interactive mode. According to our program, the output is displayed. According to the program, the output is displayed. Now, what are the steps? First step is how to write your first program. First, you need to install the software. I will write down once again. Understand step by step. What is your aim? My first concept is writing my first Python program. If you want to write a Python program, my first step is install IDLE. This is the basic class. That is the reason I am writing IDLE. Now, after opening IDLE, here we have two modes of operation. One is interactive mode. Second one is script mode. Now, third point. If you are writing the program in interactive mode, if you are writing the program in interactive mode, simply press enter. Automatically, it shows the output in the same mode. Automatically, it shows output in the same mode. So that is not at all important. Now, if you are writing the program in the script mode, what is the procedure? How to open? Simply here I will write down step by step file. After that, select the option new file and then save the file and then save the file. For example, my file name is sample.py. My file name is sample.py. After saving the file, what is your step? Run the file. After saving, run the file. That is execution. Once you run the file, where your output is displayed? Again, my output is displayed in the interactive mode. Even though you are writing the output program in the script mode, the output is displayed in the interactive mode. Okay, clear. Right now, I understand 2 points. What is a variable? That is, what is a keyword? How to write my first program? How do write my first program? Okay. Once you know these basic topics, now I am moving into the next step. My next step is the concept of variable and the concept of data type. Remember, both are combined together. It is not possible to explain variable without data type. It is not possible to explain data type without variable. Which one you have to learn first? Definitely, it is not possible. So, we are combining these together. At a time, we are explaining these two. First, this is the first session. I will explain very briefly in a simple manner. Simple variable, not a complex one. We will discuss the complex things later. First, what is mean by variable? So, first to the basic definition. The basic definition is variable is an identifier. Now, what is the meaning of that one? Whenever you are using the word variable is an identifier, automatically all the rules of identifier are applied to the variable. Understand? Variable is an identifier means all the rules of identifier are applied to the variable. Now, okay, variable is identifier. Now, what is the thing? Variable is a memory location. Variable is a memory location which is used to hold some value. What is the meaning of this one? What is mean by memory location? What is the term holding a value? For example, assume I am the variable. I have to stay at one particular place. So what I need? I need an address. I need an address. Okay. So in terms of myself, my address is some 123-11 dash etc. etc. Similarly, if you want to write a program, you have to use some memory. Without memory, even everything. Suppose here right now I am using paint. I am saving the file in D drive. That means the file is saved in the memory of D drive. I install the software that is stored in C memory location. Each and everything, whatever you are storing, that requires some memory. Without memory, how it is possible to store? Exactly. Variable is also a memory location. Variable is also a memory location. Why memory is used? To hold some value. To understand this one, I will explain one example program. After that, again I move back to this variable. What is my program? Addition. A simple example. My program is addition of two numbers. Okay. Suppose I am opening the calculator. How we are performing addition generally? Suppose if my two inputs are 2, now plus 3, enter, we got the answer. That means, observe what I am saying is, here I am the user. I given the values are 2, 3. I got the output 5. Suppose you are performing addition operation. Suppose your input is 3 plus 6. You got the output as 9. Suppose some other person, the input is minus 1 plus 6. The output is 5. That means from user to user, the inputs may vary. User to user, the inputs may vary. How to write a program? What is a program? You have to write a program such that whatever the values I have provided, give the output according to that values. Give the output according to that value. Suppose going to a DMart billing software. For example, if you are using some X item, so they are give the rate according to that item. So simply they scan the barcode. According to the information of the barcode, they give the price details. Suppose if I am given the numbers 2, 3, so it gives the output as 2, 3, that is 5. If I am given 3, 4, the output as 3 plus 4, 7. You got it? Now, why we are writing the program in the sense? Simply, a program is an advancement of a calculator. Simple terms, not originally. In simple terms, program is an advancement of calculator. Now, here I am performing addition of two numbers. Right now, I am writing the logic for addition of two numbers. You don't know. So again, you don't know what is the logic, how I am writing the program. Ignore all the things. Here, just we have a program. What is these things? I don't know. I also don't know. B is equal to int of input of. Now, C is equal to, assume A is a variable. Here, my thing is A is a variable. What is a variable? A memory location which holds some value. According to my intention, A holds the value 2, B holds the value 3. Suppose in your point of view, those are different values. Right now, I am writing directly A plus B, print C. Here, you don't know anything about the program, ignore all the things. Now, run this program. Run this program. What happens? This is your important. First, here I am the user. I entered the value 2. Now, whatever the value you are given, that is copied into variable A. Enter. Now, 3. That is copied into B. Now, the answer is 5. You got it? So A holds the value 2, B holds the value 3. Suppose I am executing one more time, not I am. Suppose you are executing the program. Your intention is A value is equal to 8, B value is equal to 7. You got the output as 15. Now you got what is the program? So simply, whatever the information you are given, take that information, perform this calculation according to the given input. Now, in this example, A, B, C, all these are called variables. Now, you got the point. What is a variable? Variable is a place or a memory location where we are storing some value. Suppose A is equal to 3. A is equal to 3. Whenever you are writing this statement, what happens? Inside the computer, we have some memory. So, a memory is allocated. Some memory is allocated with the reference. What is my reference? A with a value 3. Always remember, this is internally. This is not visible to us. This is not visible to us. So, if I am writing the statement, first of all, before that one, first this statement happen. What happens? Whenever this statement is executed, some memory is allocated. Sorry, some memory is allocated with reference to A. Only memory is allocated without any value. Similarly, for B also, some memory is allocated without any value. Whenever I am given a value 3, first 3 is copied into A memory location, 4 is copied into B memory location. Now, whenever you are writing the statement like this is also a variable. Here, what it holds? It holds the addition of these two. How it is happened? So, this is the memory location for C. Whenever you have a variable, the system automatically goes to the memory location of A, takes the value present in A. What is the value present in A? 3 plus. Now goes to the memory location of B, takes the value 4. Here we know the addition. 3 plus 4, 7. Addition is performed. Now 7 is stored. You got it? That is the variable. Variable is used to store a value which is used in the program. Which is used in the program. Now, one very important point is here. How many number of values a variable can hold? How many number of values a variable can hold? Always remember a blind point. A variable can hold only one value. Suppose coming to this program, in this program, if I am given 3, 4, which one they are considering? It is not possible. One memory location, one value, everything is one. Everything is one. A variable can hold only a single value, can hold only a single value, right? So, for example, I am explaining A is equal to 3. What happens whenever this statement is executed? Some memory is allocated with a reference to A. What is the value A? In the program, if I am modifying the value as 5 according to my requirement, this is a program. Within the program, I am given a value 5. Now what happens? Now what happens? Is another memory is created or not? Another memory with the value 5? Remember exactly this is wrong. With a single lane, only one memory is allocated. With a single lane, only one memory is allocated. Suppose if you are writing this statement, what happens? It go to the already existing memory location. Here already we have the value 3 that is updated to 5. Okay, simple example. I am in a house X. Generally, this is my house. The address of my house is 21-121. For example, door number assume. So this is my house address. Okay. Right now, I am the tenant. Right now, I am the tenant. So my name is Raju. Right now, Raju is available at this particular address. So this is address. So this is called the memory location. This is called the memory location. This is the address. So what is the value? At this address, the value is Raju. So for this also we have some address 0x1112 like this. So some inbuilt addresses. I will show you the inbuilt addresses later. We have some address. So this is my address. That address is referred by the name X. At this location, the tenant Raju is available. For example, now next one 21-121. For example, Ravi. If you are assigning that one, what happens simply? This is a rent house. Automatically, Raju vacated from the house. Ravi entered into the house. Ravi entered into the house. That means assume a house consists of only one person. That is the same thing. Whenever Ravi also wants the same address means, so some new memory is created with the same address. Highly impossible. A single variable with a single address with the same address more than one. It is not possible. Even in our regular life also, with more same address more than one place, 100% it is not possible. Exactly, in the memory also it is not possible. We will learn this topic later. Right now I will give you a brief idea. I will give you a brief idea. Assume a is equal to 3. What happens? Automatically a variable is created with a value 3. Directly you can write in the interactive mode also. Suppose b is equal to some 4. A variable b is created with some value. We have a predefined function. Right now you don't know any concept. Just I am given the address. ID is a function which is used to get the address. ID of A. Now what it gives me is in the entire memory location at which address the variable A is stored. Now ID is already defined, which is used to get the address. See this one? This is the address. In system point of view, 21-1.21, that is house number, that is general address. In system point of view, this is the address. At this address, the variable A is available. Similarly, ID is the function which is used to get the address. Now you learn one point. What is the point? Address. How to get the address? ID. Now ID of B. This is the address. Observe this first address and this second address both are different. Even though starting one is same, here 072 at this location. Here B is stored at this location. And one important thing is, if you are executing in your system, you are getting the same address or not? Suppose you are using the same variable A is equal to 3 and execute ID of you are getting the same address or not? 100% you are getting a different address. Why? This is the address in my system. In your system, already at this location, if there is any other information is stored, it gives some another address. This means from system to system, it is completely changed. I observe that I am executing this program in my system. Here I am getting the different address means not a problem. That is depends on your system. What you have to know is different informations stored in different addresses. That is your point. You got the point? That is the concept of the basic variable. Now, what we discussed, what is a variable? Variable is a place or a memory location which is used to hold some value. Now the question is, why we are using variable? To perform some operations. Suppose addition is one operation, subtraction is some operation. To perform some operation, we require some information. Where the information is stored? The information is stored in variable. You got it? Why in the sense? That is the question. To perform the operation, I need to store some information. The place where we are storing the information is called variable. Now, so this is the variable concept in C, C++, Java, Python. Now, additionally, Python have one more additional advantage. So I will explain that additional points. This is in Python only. What is this one? Here, previously, I am writing the statement like this: A is equal to 4, B is equal to 5, C is equal to, suppose A is equal to 6. Suppose here you are using 4 variables. Assume I am using 4 variables. In how many number of lines? I am initializing. What is mean by giving? Suppose I am assigning the values in 4 lines. In Python, it is possible to write in single line. This is advantage. In Python, it is possible to assign the values in a single line. How? Here, this is the statement: A comma B comma C comma D. Previously, I said at the time of identifier, if we have more than one, how do we separate? We are separating by using commas. Always remember, more than one identifier or a variable are separated with comma is equal to 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 6. This is the way. In a single statement also it is possible. But remember, here how many number we have? 4. Here how many number we have? Compulsory 4. How they are assigned? In the given order. That means the first value is copied into first variable, second value is copied to second variable, third value is copied into third, and the fourth value is copied into fourth variable, right? Check whether it is right or wrong. How do you check? For simple calculations, directly move to interactive mode. Here you are writing the statement A comma B comma C comma D is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Press enter. Once you press enter means the statement is completed. You are not given printing the value. Remember, in the interactive mode, whenever you are writing a variable name, automatically the value is displayed. Always remember, whenever you are writing a variable name, automatically the value present in the variable is displayed. Now press enter. What is the value of a? 1. Now B. Press enter. 2. C. Press enter. D. Press enter. Remember, in the interactive mode, whenever you are writing a variable, if you press enter, automatically the value is assigned. This is the thing. Now, I will give you one more point. A comma, B comma, C comma, D is equal to, suppose, already ABCD. For example, assume X comma, Y comma, Z comma, W is equal to 1 comma, 2 comma, 3. Now what happens? The left side, I have 4 variables. But here I am assigning only 3 values. Observe, we got the error. Understand the error. Always remember, when you become the best programmer in the sense 100%, you have to write the errors. You have to write the errors in the program, and you are in a position to resolve or debug the error. Then only you are the perfect. So writing the correct program, everyone know the correct program, but writing of errors and debugging of errors is very, very important. Now understand the error. What is the error? Not enough values to unpack. Not enough values to unpack. So this is a group of statement, right or wrong? Unpack in the sense we are dividing that one. How many I expected? I expected 4, but I got only 3. You got it? So this is what is the type of error? Value. We are missing one value. Remember, from now onwards, we are dealing with different types of errors. This is the value error. Finally, the last statement for the today's session is X comma Y comma Z is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Now you got the difference? Here left to side I have 3 values, but I am initialized with 4 values. Now we are getting error or not? 100% we are getting error. Observe the type of error. Assume in your mind, what is the type of error? In the previous case, not enough values to unpack. But in this case, observe too many values to unpack. You got it? Too many. What I need? I need only 3. But how many I am provided? More than 3. That is what is my aim? Too many values to unpack. I expected only 3. Remember the case. Why it does not show I got 4? Why it does not show I got 4? That is very, very important. Here the left to side 3 values, once the 3 values are assigned automatically, 1 is assigned to X, 2 is assigned to Y, 3 is assigned to Z. Assignment is completed. After that, again you are writing a comma. Once you are writing a comma, in the sense, automatically it shows the error, ignoring the number. Here you are writing comma 5, comma 6, whatever the number, completely that is ignored. Now, this is the today's session. What is the today's session? Identifier, variable, okay, keywords. Now, if you have any doubts in this session, please ask me. It's network issues. Yes. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Okay, anything, no problem. We will provide the recorded session also. No doubts? Okay, thank you. I will close the session.